Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Data Tech. I am Mrityunjay Kumar Singh. Today I am going to show how to upload a files to an S3 bucket. When you upload a file to Amazon S3, it is stored as an S3 object. Objects consist of the file data and metadata that describes the object. You can have an unlimited number of objects in a bucket. File types may be images, backups, data, movies, etc. Maximum size of a file that you can upload by using Amazon S3 console is 160 GB. If you want to upload a file larger than 160 GB, use AWS CLI or SDK or APIs. Let us start. Sign into Amazon console. I'm already inside the Amazon console, and the services you can see here, all the services. Click the S3 storage service. Here you can see S3 buckets, and if there is any buckets is there, we can see here. Right now there is one bucket which I have already created for this demo purpose. If you want to know how to create a bucket, you watch the previous video. Also, the link I have given in the description box. Select this bucket. Now I'm inside the bucket. Right now there is no folder. It is empty bucket. Choose upload. Here you can see select file, set permission, set properties, review, and drag and drop files or folders or add files. Let me click add files. Let me select this test file. Now file is selected. To set the permission, click next. Now here under manage users, you can change the permission for the AWS account owner. The owner refers to AWS account root user and not an AWS identity and a access management user. Choose add account is to grant access to another AWS account. Suppose you want to give permission to use this file, you can create a one more account. You can and give the permission by clicking add account. Under manage public permission, you can grant read access to your objects to the general public for all of the files that you are uploading. But we recommend that you do not change the default settings of do not grant public and read access to this object. When you are done here, click next. On the set properties, choose the storage class and encryption method to use for the files that you are uploading. You can also add or modify metadata. You can see here storage class designed for their availability zones, minimum storage duration, minimum billable object size, monitoring and automation fees, retrieval fees. We can see here is storage class as an standard, intelligent tiering, intelligent IA. IA stands for infrequent access. One zone IA, Glacier, Glacier Deep Archive, reduced redundancy. So these are the types available for a storage class, and all have given here like how what is it is designed for these storage class. Like you want to is frequently going to access this data, then accordingly we have to keep data in the storage class standard. If you are going to long live data with charging or unknown access patterns, we don't know when you are going to access it, then we can put into the intelligent tiering. If you are have to the frequency, like long lived and infrequently access data, then you can go for standard IA. Like these are some a lot of options are there. We will, for encryption, there are three options are there. Either you don't choose anything, none, or Amazon S3 master key or AWS KMS master key. Choose the type of encryption for this file that you are uploading. If you do not want to encrypt them, choose none. To encrypt the uploaded files using keys that are managed by Amazon S3, choose Amazon S3 master key. To encrypt uploaded files using the AWS Key Management Service KMS, choose AWS KMS master key. Now there is metadata. Metadata for Amazon S3 objects is represented by name value pair, key value pair. There are two kinds of metadata. One is system defined or user defined. If you want to add Amazon S3 system defined metadata to all of the objects, you can select common HTTP headers such as content type. Type a value for the header and then save it. To add user-defined metadata to all of the objects that you are uploading, you need to type x hyphen amz hyphen meta hyphen plus a custom metadata name in the header field. Then type a value for the header and then save it. Tag. Object tagging gives you a way to categorize storage. Each tag is a key value pair. Click Next. Here you can review it like a file. What is the file? What is the size of the file? What is the permission, properties, metadata, and then you can click Upload. File is uploaded. Great. Now you can see your test file. If you click the test file .txt, there is a link here, object URL. Click this one. Here you can see access denied because our bucket is not a public one. If you want to see that, go to permission, I think. And here you can edit it. Then save it. It will ask you confirm. You type confirm and then click confirm button. See the message, public access settings updated successfully. Now Now you click the test file. One more is, now you click your object URL. Say you can see the file content. This is test file, going to load this file to S3 bucket. So you're able to successfully load a file into a bucket. When permission was not given, you were not able to see the content of the file. But after the permission, we are able to see it. We can also download this file by clicking download button. See, it is downloaded. We are able to successfully download it. That's all for today. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please do subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.